777. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. Remember, like, comment, share the messages, leave a positive message as well. Sagittarius, I'm going to wait till a few you get in the chat. Sagittarius, let's find out what the overall energy is because, let's see. If this isn't about you, this is about someone else. Sagittarius, remember, Tanya. Hello, Tanya. Welcome to the channel, to all my Saggies. Remember, as you come in, guys, share these messages more often, guys. I appreciate that. Let me see. Make sure you guys can hear me. Sagittarius, let's tell me what's going on this lovely Saturday. Okay, you guys can hear me. Hello, Tanya. Let's see. Temperance, indeed. So we have Tanya, one of our wonderful moderators. Give Tanya a clap. Give her some stars for being a part of the channel and supporting. You know, let's see there. All right. Tanya, if you wouldn't mind, would you put in the chat the membership information so that the new people coming in, they may not know that I have membership. All right. Thank you, guys. The stars are for Tanya, for our moderator who works very diligently and very hard. Saggies, what's going on with you guys on this beautiful day? It's springtime. All right. Let's take a look here, guys. I just want to see something because it looks like somebody. Now, a lot of the messages, they revolve around you, of course. But they also pick up energies of those that you were in a connection with or the people that they are in a connection with. It's like that. So I'm looking here at this, and it's about somebody in a courtship or was in a courtship that was with someone that was unofficial. It wasn't the real deal. This could have been you guys dating someone that it wasn't like an official connection, meaning this may have been a lover, a friend, a partner. Somebody that when it came to a child or children, that child card keeps coming up. Came out in the reading, I think it was yesterday that I did. This child. Let's find out more about the child because there's a lot of things happening out here in the world where people are doing some very dark, devious things to children. Take a look at the message that I did yesterday. I think I did 2 messages, guys. I do so many messages, I can't keep up. But there's things that are happening out here to children that are now being exposed worldwide. Let's find out something about this child. Was there a crime done to this child? Was there anything maliciously done? Somebody you were dating. Perversion, guys. Perversion. So, wow. There were some perverted acts done to a child. I was saying that there's something that's going on. You guys are watching and seeing the news. What's going on with a lot of people that are being exposed for their dark secrets. 444, as I spoke that, when it comes to children. Perversion. So that means these are people doing some unlawful things to underage small people. right? So there's the proof right there. The proof is right there, guys. Perversion. Y'all know. Be sure. Okay, yeah. So there were some things that someone that you were in a connection with, this person was courting, you were courting this person, and they were obviously doing some things that involved working with children, doing some unlawful things to children. Perversion. Yeah, this is a person that you were in a connection with. This person did some things that were unlawful. They put children to work. Wow, that's crazy. This unofficial person. Tell me more about this unofficial person. Wow. The Queen of Pentacles. That's you in the upright. See, because the flames of desire. This was the desire of this person to do perverted acts with children. Wow. Let them shine out in a radiant light and shun dark paths. Recognize despair as an opportunity. So this appears to that this person was messing with children that were in despair. You know, children are easily influenced. You can very easily you can coerce a child to do practically anything for very little. Now I know this is shocking to hear, but if you watch the last two messages that I did, then you now should be kind of awakened to the shock factor when it comes to the person that you were in a connection with, how they were doing things to create an income, a dark path when it came to children. That's really sick, but that's the truth of it all. So here we have the answer. This is somebody that worked with children unofficially. So this is not somebody that worked with children. You could say, well, maybe they were a caseworker, or maybe they were someone that, you know, they were a counselor with children. No, it wasn't that. The card clearly shows it. This was a pervert. This person that you were in a connection with, they're being exposed. They are a pervert. What a crazy. Yep. See? They're being slowed down now from this perversion with children. The authorities are looking at this person. The law's involved. See? And guess what? This is something that you're going to be hearing about. News is spreading about that. The good news is they're being exposed, but they have these sleepless nights. They feel trapped, headaches. Now they're embarrassed. How dare you be embarrassed? It's too late. You were out here doing things unofficially with children. Now, this is somebody that's of authority. This could be a person that posed as a law-abiding citizen that coerced children. They did. They actually did. Perversion. So they acted as if they were somebody that was official to, you know, like if you showed a child a badge, this person looked like they were the real deal. So it sounded like somebody that coerced children to come into their clutches, but they got caught. They've been exposed. This is some news that you're going to learn about this person. Yeah, you know who this person is. This is an inner knowing. This was a secret. Yeah, this is why judgment is called. Things are being awakened. This was a pervert. The Knight of Wands. A sex demon. Sex trafficker. putting kids to work for sex, choosing a path, believing that this little secret would last for a long time. So the person you were in a connection with, this person was courting somebody. So whoever they were in a connection with, it was like a ring where they had children working for them. Guys, this is something that's very disturbing. I almost don't want to continue this reading. I really don't. Because I really feel like I said enough. But I want to see if there's some other things that you need to know. So I'm going to pull a card or two for the courtship and see what comes out regarding the courtship. That ain't right at all. Very disturbing. Yeah, it is. But this is why you have to be very careful of the people that we entertain. The message that I did yesterday talks about people wearing a mask, looking one way and doing something else. Clarify the courtship. That jumped right out. Girl talk. Moving on. Living in the moment and having fun. So this person, this was fun to them. Living in the moment. Allowing themselves to find it entertaining to be in some sort of connection that would involve children. So now they can't cope. Remember, they're in the Nine of Swords. They can't cope with their sex addictions. And when you're a demon and you're perverted, you don't care. Perverts don't care as long as they get energy. See, this here messing around. This is, y'all know the Knight of Wands is a sex demon. They're in and out. Sex trafficking children for their purpose of their pleasure. Their sex addictions. See, when you're a demon and you're low vibrational, it doesn't matter who you use, what energy you use to satisfy that thirst. Jezebel. So they were with this Jezebel doing this. This is someone that they claim to have loved. They may have married this person. Thank you, Tanya. Appreciate that for the super chat. It's love spell. An ego death. So it sounds like this person, they feel like a jackass because they were trapped in this connection with this Jezebel to do these dark things. But the thing is, this is a person that had these thirsts for children. This is a person that had a sexual desire to deal with children. This was a thirst of this person. Only demons thirst for that type of energy. Pure, light, untapped, untouched energy. Yeah, they feel like a jackass now. It's a little too late for that. This is why they're trapped. See, the thing is, you're learning about this. You're learning about who this person really gets down with. You as an adult person, kind of would, if you're on the light side, you would find this to be very disturbing and disgusting. And if you have children, replaying the events over and over in their mind, it's a little too late for that. If you have children, be grateful that your child or your children is no longer in the presence of this person, because there's somebody you cannot trust. It seems that this person is someone that should be on the sex registry, whatever it is, the registry for people. And I'm sure that's what's going to happen to them. See, they feel like shit. And it keeps coming out. The question to the queen bee, to you, the one that's confident. This person wants to get out of this by asking you for marriage. They're very detached. So this seems like somebody that really, it's a cover up. They're under pressure. This is why they feel like crap. This person is someone that uses adults as a smokescreen. It's almost like people that are on the down low. This person is, they do everything. They are on the DL. I've done so many messages with this person. This is the type of person that, Sag, would be in a connection with you out here living an entirely separate life that would shock you. You wouldn't even know how this person really gets down, but they would use marriage as a cover up for their indiscretions with children, men, same sex, because this is a person, this is a male and a female, Jezebel. I mean, they do everything. This person is a straight monster. This is an uncontrollable, out of control sex demon. Y'all have to understand, sex demons don't care. It's rather disturbing to know that you guys were in a connection with somebody that feels this way. And it's like people that are perpetrators, they had this stuff very well. They're sick. They're like a rabid dog. You know, with rabid animals, they need to be what? Put down? These type of energies, they need to be put down. Because this is really, oh my goodness, guys. Now, this was at the bottom of the deck. I wish to be like you. Yeah, I guess so now. And why can't I tell you the truth? Because they're embarrassed, ashamed that this is a person that does things that are unspeakable, unforgivable. Why can't I tell you the truth? Because they know it's terrible what they're into. I've done readings that showed that there was a person in your life that were into people that were maybe younger, but this is children we're talking about. Now they're trying to say nobody understands them but you. This is the person that's now fake reflecting. Yeah, they went out. They feel lonely. I guess so. They should. I can't express myself. Yeah, all of these things, this person wants to talk now. This is a person that was detached, on and off, cold. They had nothing to say to you when they were cold and reckless and living a life that was very dark. I don't know. They got photographs of this person. Yep. This is why the officials were going to get this person. Girl with the snake. So they were in a partnership with this Jezebel. So you know, yeah, they had pictures. Them and that Jezebel, they were having fun taking pictures of these children, exposing them. They felt liberated doing this. This is how sick these people are. And again, this was a twin flame, who again is a demon, the Grim Reaper. Yeah. A narcissist, very selfish, who loves bombs people. Now, the revelation is power and control has been taken away from this person for what they've been doing, hiding. Yeah, hiding, stalking. See? Stalking people, children. Hey, guys. For those coming in, y'all see this. This is real stuff. This happens almost every day with people that you know. This is who they are. About the courtship, and this is a person that it seems like they, again, this is the type of person that maybe they took pictures of children, girls, boys, girl talk. You'd be surprised. This type of person would date a very I mean, like a underage type person. And when I say underage, I mean literally like between 18 to 20. Now, you can say a 20-year-old is a young adult, which they are, but they're much younger than this person. This is a pervert. This is a weirdo that would date a child 18 to 20, and you're what? 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. These perverts never change, guys. But this is a cycle that's ending. The cycle is ending. No more of the dark secrets of the trapping of children. Yeah, this is definitely an ending to the cycle of feeding this demon that lives within this person. 46, yeah. Yeah. So let's find out what else you need to know. Yeah, so this is a person that was juggling. Okay, so this is a person that may have, in exchange for their happiness, for or to create a family with this Jezebel, it was a burden. So this was an exchange of money. Y'all, the toil and labor. They were making money off of children, off of the innocence of children. You see the little child on the white horse? That's a purity. That's innocence. This was something that this person did. It's weird. This is also somebody who could have adopted children. This is just somebody you would never trust around your family. This made them happy. I don't get this craziness. It's really weird to me. I swear. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. I'm about to end this read, Sag. I'm about to end this reading. And I'm going to come back with another message. Charge. A breakthrough. No, rejection. Tell me about this Tell me about this, because this is an exchange of money. Okay. So this was an exchange of finances for their happiness, even though this person was burdened to do it. So, okay. So the person that you know, they felt like they were trapped. They were seduced. In order for them to have their happiness, to have their own child, it's like they bought into this lifestyle with a Jezebel, but this is why they feel like a jackass. So it was like an even exchange. This is why they're in the Nine of Swords, but it doesn't change anything because this person still had a fetish, because they wouldn't have went for it. Two of Pentacles. See, there was an exchange of money, sex trafficking. Two of Pentacles. What do we need to know about the Two of Pentacles? Yeah, because if this is it, guys. This is it. Toil and labor. Working children. This is like somebody putting children to work, working with children. So this became a burden. So it was like an exchange with this Jezebel. Like whoever this person that you guys were dealing with, they are really a straight idiot. A puppet, see? Puppet, see? And it was an exchange. They were controlling this person. This is why they so-called felt trapped and not why they feel like a jackass. So it was like some sort of exchange in marriage to have this happy family. This is a sick, sadistic couple. Very sick. They were, it says it right here too. They were trapped. They felt like they were under some sort of spell with this Jezebel. Spell might, you know what, to their sex addictions. They both had sex addictions. We all know this is about sex and an exchange of sex. This person is now trapped. They have no ability to do this traveling with and about younger adults, children. It's a child card there. This is, I don't care what it takes, how long it takes, who I upset. I'm cutting the strings and taking back my life. See, they gave in. They gave in to the lifestyle. And I don't think this person is innocent. Not at all. They're not. This person is not innocent. I'm not letting this person off the hook. This person had them under some illusion for money, for what they, it was like an exchange of happiness and a family and all of this, for either your person to be involved with this little sex ring. But it's not like the person that you knew was someone that was innocent. It's like hard to explain because they're coming out as the Knight of Wands in reverse. So they were involved in traveling. Maybe this was the person that was picking up the children. Something like that. This your person, the person that you know. I don't want to call them your person because they're a dirty, disgusting piece of you know what. But this person being in the Knight of Wands this is a person who normally gets excited about having these sex rendezvous. This is a person that will have sex anywhere, anytime, any place with whomever. And this is somebody that's now being exposed. This high-powered, charming, fearless, overly confident, zealous trick is someone that is facing serious charges. Because now this reckless daredevil, loud, boastful show-off that was very passive when they allow someone to control them for a particular purpose, which was very volatile. This was an extreme aggression for this person to agree and to be a part of something. Right? This is what it is. So yeah, guys, this person had their own sex addictions. This is why they were easily targeted by these Jezebels. This is why. This is why they were targeted. This is why they were easy as an energy to put under a love spell, because they already were low vibrational. Tell me about the Jezebel. So that's the read, Sag. I'm out of here. I will be back. Consumerism. See? It was all about money. The Jezebel. Consumerism. And the person that you know were the same way. Focuses on material wealth and neglects true happiness. Unending desire for more and more satisfaction is elusive. They don't stop, that Jezebel. You know, they just work for money and they'll do whatever it takes. More about this Jezebel. And the trap keeps coming out. They trapped this person. That's the second in prison. Yep. This was a trap. See, again, this person was so low vibrational that it was easy to trap this person, to consume them, to tell them that they love them, to tell them that they can make them happy. Because if you give me what I want, this is the Jezebel, I'll give you what you want. Oh, you want a child? Oh, well, why don't you hook up with me so that, see, a puppet. You can hook up with me and we can do this thing in this ring with children. Put children to work. Do something that was dirty and underhanded. It's easy to manipulate this type of energy, these knights, because they're very childish and immature, and they're just like very spontaneous. They're daredevils. They'll do anything for money. This person, it was an exchange, because this person that you knew had sex addictions. They had all type of addictions. Now they're sitting back feeling lonely, and now they want out because, again, they were trapped. Now their asses is going to prison. Trap. Drawn to deceptive allure and ignoring the hidden dangers. False promises of gain lure you into risky decisions. Mask risk presents itself as a safe bet. So they told this person, oh, we won't get caught. It's easy. This is, you just go pick up the children, bring them back to me. Nobody will know. You look official. You know, maybe this was some dirty cop that they were working with, or your person could have been somebody in the authority of the like a lawyer, a judge, a police officer, somebody, a security guard that may have looked official but weren't, and if they were dirty. Like, to get away with this kind of stuff, there were some people that the person that you knew, so they're all involved. Imprisonment. Consequences of non-compliance can be severe and lasting. Disregard for rules disrupts order and invites conflict. Hidden legal dangers, luring and threatening your own peace. That's what's going on, guys. This Jezebel did all of this to this person. They went for it, though. They took an oath. Germination prevents future issues by addressing root causes. So they told this person, oh, you have nothing to worry about. We'll just, a germination. So before anything could get started, there was somebody in this ring with them to close it out so that it wouldn't grow. Like, they reassured this person that whatever they were doing would work. Perseveres delicate beginnings and ensures their future. See, they told them, oh, everything will be okay. We got everything covered. No one will ever find out about the photos, about the pictures, about the phone calls, about the children, about the force of doing things with minors and young adults. Roots out issues from their source and promotes stability. See, they covered their tracks. They in social mass. They covered their tracks, and there was no exit. Once they got in, it was too late. It's once you in, you in. And this is what this person is afraid. They went into a situation that they could not get out, but they were greedy and thirsty. You can only trap somebody who's thirsty. This person was very thirsty. So now they're looking for pity. Oh, there was no one understands me but you. I hope you said these don't understand this kind of crazy behavior with this person. They are trying to look for a sympathetic ear. How in the world could anybody sympathize with somebody doing this kind of work? Period. These aren't adults that they were messing with. Give me a card for the child. So it was an exchange of supposedly, quote unquote, love and happiness with, it's almost like the Jezebel was a madam. That's what this is. It's like somebody that recruits people. And your person was a part of this type of energy, this type of ring. This Jezebel, this is what they do for a living. And your person or that person has an affinity and a respect and an attraction to Jezebels. People that live on the dark side that will do anything to satisfy their thirst, regardless of who it is. One card for the child. I bet you if you were to ask this person, daydream, this is what they were daydreaming about when it came to the child. This was one of their wishes, daydreaming about getting with children, and then they had to stop themselves. So it's like this is what they thought about. They allowed their imagination to just run wild. but then they realized that it wasn't the right thing to even be thinking in their mind. But they went for it though. So the opportunity presented itself, and they lived that fantasy. Yeah, self-love. Mm-hmm. Right. And you figure children trust people looking for a source of self-love. So they had to almost find children that were sort of lost, right? With illnesses. Yeah. That goes to show you the unfortunate part of the children, the innocent victims. Now there's evidence. That's the read, Sag. That's everything. I'm going to close out this reading, and I'm going to see finally what ancestors have to say. Is there any final words, guys? I know this is... Release your creative energies. Make use of them in your life. So when it comes to you guys, continue to work on your talents, your abilities, because these type of energies, all they think about is the very dark side of life. Spirit is telling you to stay motivated and not to ever feel that there's a time where you don't have a gift or a talent. These are energies who felt like they prey on the vulnerable because they don't see themselves of having any kind of creative skills and gifts and talents, in which they do, but they don't work on them. The only thing they do is being predators. And with their own creative gifts to be able to manipulate and charm those that are innocent, that's what makes them demonic. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. So when it comes to your creative gifts, your ancestors are asking you to feel their vibration because you're not alone. So if you're feeling like there's something missing when it comes to your gifts and your talents, go within, dig deeper. You don't ever want to get to a place where there's no way out or you're so lost. See, this type of energy got lost, and they've always been this way. So they had their own childhood wounds. You guys are showing secure, business-minded individuals. But there seems to be more that you guys need to be doing. They want you to remain grounded and to stay focused. Now, this person here, somebody popping the question, maybe somebody that's trying to come in to get themselves out of the cold, out of a situation that I just described. Have the courage to free yourself. So for you new Saggies that or not realizing there's somebody in your life that is very dark. They live a very secretive, unassuming life. Yeah, here it is. I cut right out the deck. Yeah, they're very deceitful. They're a liar. They're a cheater. And they do mischievous, dark, demonic things. That's who this person is. So if you were ever considering to be back, to allow yourself to be tricked into this person that's very dishonest, they're a fraud. They really are your enemy. See, they don't want you to know this, but this is why judgment is called. This is why Spirit is allowing yourselves to be renewed from this energy, right? You're the Empress. You are someone that is royalty. You don't need to be aligned with this type of energy. They like Jezebels, tricks, whores, madams, pimps, hustlers. And these people are on different levels of life. See, they are people that are desperate for opportunities to get money in the most horrible, horrific ways, hoping that you don't ever see what they're doing and how they really live their life. This is a sinister individual, guys. And again, here they go. They keep coming out in reverse. This is a person that is somebody that premeditates. They're very ruthless, cold, and selfish and devious. And then we have the King of Cups. This person is somebody that may love bomb you to invest their time with you, to try to defeat the things that they've done for money with children. Something that they had obsessions with. But the universe is bringing balance and the truth to the hurt and the pain and the destruction of these people living these lies with children in their homes doing things that were despicable. They're being exposed. The lies and the illusions of anyone, and regardless of the level, the race, the color, the creed, it does not matter. The reality and the clarity. And this person, when it comes to their sobriety, they've been awakened. This is why the Judgment card is out here. This person was holding on to this lifestyle, hoping that it would bring them a lot of money, in which it may have. That's the truth, Saggies. That's the read. Bye.